The iCare ministry began with a challenge to my perspective concerning issues in our community. About 4 years ago, my family and I began serving in a homeless ministry downtown. One Saturday afternoon, a young woman came to the ministry area and she walked up to the area without entering in. So I went outside to speak with her and we quickly struck up a conversation. Much to my surprise, she had grown up in the neighborhood next door to where my family and I currently live. As the weeks progressed and we got to know her better, her story unfolded, and it is truly heartbreaking. Her adopted father had sexually abused her, and as she ran away to get away from the abuse, she ended up on the streets of Augusta in a lifestyle of prostitution. As we continued working with this young lady, she introduced us to several of her friends, all with very similar stories. And we began to pray, what could we do to make a difference in the lives of these women who all, except one, had children of their own?
Kelly was only 10 years old when her mother decided that offering her and her sister up to the live-in boyfriend would give them a place to stay and an income. It took 2 years for authorities to become aware of this abuse, and in that 2 years, Kelly learned that her God-given femininity held value as a breadwinner for her family. So as Kelly approached her mid-teens, she began dancing at private parties, though dangerous as it was, and then she began to dance in the clubs downtown as soon as she turned 18 at her mother's discretion. And she did all of these things just to provide for herself, her child, and her mother. She knew that dancing in the clubs downtown could give her a reasonable amount of money and offered more security to her than dancing at these private parties. Providing for herself, providing for her family was a big priority for her, and it still is. After 2.5 years, she was offered a movie deal that would, yes, give her more money, but also comes another level of bondage. Kelly is the product of the cycle of abuse that she has suffered since childhood. She did not wake up one day and decide, hey, I think I'll be a stripper, or wake up one morning and say, today I'm gonna sell my body. No. Kelly simply followed in the path that was carved out for her from a very young age, a path that only began when she was 10 years old. Kelly needed then, and still needs now, a bridge. One that will take her over the exploitation, degradation, and abuse that she has suffered, and take her into a place of refuge, one of hope, healing, and transformation. Will you help us build that bridge?
We need you to help us break the chains that have enslaved so many. We want to show these women and children the love of Christ and to give them a hope and a new life. Our vision is to build a home for these women and these children, a home where they can have a safe place of transformation and of restoration. For many of these children, it could be their only chance to break away from the lifestyle that they've been taught. We believe that God's calling His people to make a difference in the lives of these women and these children that He's brought to us, not only in their lives, but in the lives and the generations to come. I ask not for me, but for them. We need your prayer, we need your help, and we need your support. We need to show these women and these children that they are seen, loved, and that we care.